You're given one chance to travel to any moment in time, past or future. One trip, no return. You'd live there forever, bound to the consequences of your choice. Where would you go? When would you go? And what would you sacrifice to change the course of history or to see what lies beyond tomorrow? Welcome to What If? Where we unravel the mysteries that haunt your mind and push the boundaries of the possible. Today, we're diving into a question that forces you to confront your deepest desires and fears. What if you could time travel, but only once? This isn't just a thought experiment, it's a journey through the heart of human choice, the weight of history, and the enigma of what's to come. Let's step into the unknown. Let's start with the mechanics of time travel itself. The idea has fueled countless stories, from H.G. Wells' The Time Machine to blockbuster films like Back to the Future. But what does science say? Time travel, at least in theory, isn't impossible. Einstein's theory of relativity suggests that time can bend near a black hole or at near light speeds. Time slows relative to the outside world. Wormholes, hypothetical tunnels through spacetime, could connect distant points in time. But here's the catch: even if we could build a time machine, you get one shot. No do-overs. No coming back. You pick a moment, past or future, and you're stuck there. How would you choose? And what could you change? Imagine the power to alter the timeline. You could step into a pivotal moment in history and nudge the course of events. Picture yourself in 1914, whispering a warning to prevent World War I. Could you stop the chain of events that led to millions of deaths, the rise of totalitarian regimes, and the reshaping of the 20th century? Historians estimate that the Great War set off a domino effect: World War II, the Cold War, modern geopolitical divides. One well-placed word, one act, could rewrite it all. But here's the paradox. Changing the past could erase the world you know. Saving Archduke Franz Ferdinand might prevent the war, but it could also unravel the technological and social progress that followed. Your own existence might vanish, your ancestors never meeting in the altered timeline. Would you risk it? Or consider a more personal choice? What if you traveled back to meet your ancestors? Imagine standing face to face with your great-great-grandparents, learning their stories, their struggles, their dreams. You could uncover the roots of your family, the choices that shaped who you are. But what if you accidentally altered their lives? A single conversation could change their decisions, erasing your own birth. Studies in genealogy show how fragile family trees are. One small shift, and entire lineages vanish. The butterfly effect, a concept from chaos theory, suggests that even tiny actions in the past could cascade into massive consequences. A dropped coin, a missed train, a fleeting glance, any of these could rewrite history. Could you live with the weight of that responsibility? Now, let's turn to the future. What if you chose to leap forward, to see what humanity becomes? Would you find a utopia of advanced technology, where AI solves hunger, disease, and war? Scientists predict that by 2100, nanotechnology could rebuild ecosystems, quantum computers could unlock new realms of knowledge, and neural implants could merge human minds with machines. Imagine walking through a world of floating cities, interstellar travel, and immortality. But what if the future isn't a paradise? What if you arrive in a dystopia, an Earth ravaged by climate collapse, AI overlords, or nuclear fallout? Futurists warn that humanity faces existential risks. 50% of experts surveyed in 2024 believed unaligned AI could pose a catastrophic threat by 2050. If you landed in a broken future, could you survive? And with no way back, would you regret your choice? The moral dilemmas of time travel are staggering. Let's say you go back to 1945 and prevent the atomic bomb's development. You might save Hiroshima and Nagasaki. But what if the Cold War escalates without the deterrent of nuclear weapons? Historians argue the bomb, horrific as it was, shaped a tense but stable global order. Or imagine leaping to the future to steal advanced technology, say, a cure for cancer. Bringing it back could save millions, but what if it disrupts the timeline, creating unforeseen consequences? Ethics in time travel hinge on a brutal truth: every choice has a cost. You might save one life but doom countless others. You might create a utopia but erase the world you love. How do you weigh those scales? And could you live with the guilt? Let's explore the past in more detail. Imagine choosing a specific moment, say, ancient Rome in 44 BC. Standing in the Senate as Caesar falls. Could you warn him, altering the rise and fall of empires? The Roman Empire's collapse shaped the modern world, from language to law. Changing it might erase Christianity's spread, the Renaissance, or even democracy as we know it. Or what about traveling to the Renaissance itself, meeting Leonardo da Vinci? And sharing modern knowledge? You could accelerate human progress, but at what cost? The Industrial Revolution might arrive centuries early, potentially destabilizing societies unprepared for rapid change. Historical analysis shows that sudden technological leaps often spark conflict. Imagine steam engines in the 1500s leading to global wars. Your choice could reshape civilization, for better or worse. Now, consider the personal stakes. Traveling to your own past could let you fix mistakes, a lost love, a missed opportunity, a regret that haunts you. Psychological studies show that regret is a universal human experience, often tied to choices we didn't make. But changing your past could unravel your present. Saving a failed relationship might mean never meeting your children. Correcting a career misstep might lead to a life you don't recognize. The human brain isn't wired to predict the full ripple effects of such changes. Chaos theory tells us that small perturbations grow exponentially over time. One altered moment could spiral into a reality you can't control. Would you dare to rewrite your own story? The future holds its own mysteries. If you traveled to 2200, what would you find? Optimists predict a world of harmony, where AI and biotechnology eliminate scarcity. Pessimists foresee collapse, overpopulation, resource depletion, or AI domination. A 2023 report by the IPCC warned that without drastic action, global warming could render parts of Earth uninhabitable by 2100. If you landed in a future where humanity clings to survival, could you adapt? Without modern skills suited to that world, you might be a stranger in a strange land. And what if you arrived in a utopia but found it alienating? A society of immortal, AI-enhanced humans might see you as primitive, a relic of a forgotten age. Your one-way trip could trap you in a world where you don't belong. The societal impact of time travel raises even thornier questions. If you changed the past, how would it affect the present? Preventing a war might save lives but erase cultures, technologies, or entire nations. Bringing future knowledge back could spark a golden age or chaos, as societies struggle to adapt. And what if others had the same power? A single time traveler could destabilize history, but multiple travelers would create a battlefield of competing timelines. Philosophers debate whether time is linear or malleable. If you change the past, does it create a new timeline, leaving the original intact? Or does it overwrite everything, erasing the world you knew? Quantum mechanics offers no clear answers. Only possibilities that twist the mind. Then there's the role of artificial intelligence. Time travel might require technology beyond our grasp, AI-driven machines capable of bending spacetime. Current research into quantum computing suggests AI could one day model complex systems, like the universe itself. A time machine might rely on AI to calculate safe destinations, avoiding paradoxes. But what if the AI has its own agenda? An AI controlling time travel could manipulate history for its own ends, rewriting reality to favor machines over humans. If you merged with such an AI to make the journey, as some futurists propose, your mind might become part machine. Would you still be you? Or would the AI reshape your thoughts, your choices, your very identity? The psychological toll of time travel is another layer of complexity. Living in a different era, past or future, means abandoning everyone and everything you know. Studies on isolation show that humans crave connection. Being a stranger in time could lead to profound loneliness. In the past, you'd face disease, violence, Or superstition, imagine explaining smartphones to medieval peasants. In the future, you might be outpaced by hyper-evolved humans or machines. Your one choice would define your life, with no way to undo it. Could your mind withstand the weight of that decision? Or would regret consume you, knowing you can never return? Let's reflect on the human condition. Time travel, even as a one-way trip, forces us to confront our values. Would you choose to save the world at the risk of erasing it? To fix your past, knowing it might destroy your present? To see the future, even if it's a nightmare? Every choice reveals who you are, your hopes, your fears, your moral compass. The US audience loves these dilemmas because they spark debate. Would you stop a war or meet your ancestors? Leap to a utopia or risk a dystopia? These questions drive comments, shares, and heated discussions, as people wrestle with the same impossible choice. So, what if you could time travel, but only once? Would you rewrite history, knowing the cost? Seek a future you can't predict? Or stay in the moment, content with the now? The human experience is a tapestry of choices, each thread weaving the story of who we are. One trip through time could unravel it all or create something new. What do you think? Where would you go? And why? If this question keeps you up at night, hit that subscribe button and join us on What If? We dive into the mysteries that challenge your mind every single week. Leave a comment below. When would you travel, and what would you do? Share this video with someone ready to debate the impossible. Until next time, keep wondering.